We're Disney pin traders. Of course we're gonna give you our tips and tricks.
We're here at Epcot today to show you some of our favorite tips and tricks when it comes to pin trading here at Disney World.
We're gonna give you things that you should know and things that you maybe know but don't necessarily need.
Let's go trade some pins.
So in case you're new, you might be wondering, okay, what is Disney pin trading? Pin trading is basically where cast members and guests will exchange Disney pins. There's lots of variety of pins, different shapes, different sizes, different characters. There's limited edition pins, there's annual pass holder exclusive pins. Don't worry, talk about all of those different types of pins later. Basically, you're gonna go all around Walt Disney World at the resorts, at the parks, at Disney Springs even, and the pin boards are mainly what you're gonna be looking for. We're Disney pin traders. Of course, we're gonna give you a full history lesson on Disney pins. Disney started pin trading here in Walt Disney World in October 1999. Pin trading became really popular after the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, and Disney was like, oh, we should copy that and do it. So like I said, it started here in October 1999, then it moved to Disneyland in April of 2000. After Disneyland, it went overseas to Tokyo Disney in November of 2000. More on Tokyo Disney in just a second. Then after Tokyo, it went over to Disneyland Paris in October 2001. If you are going to Tokyo Disney, first of all, I'm very jealous of you because I've never been to that park and I really, really want to go. Tokyo Disney stopped pin trading in 2002. I do believe that you can still buy pins there, but you won't find pin trading boards or cast members exchanging pins there because I do think they probably have some pretty cool pins, especially Duffy. We're Disney pin traders. Of course we're gonna go to the pin store every time we come to Epcot. If you're just now getting started with pin trading, the best spot to go is honestly any of the resort gift shops or even the park gift shops. My favorite spot is Pin Traders because it's typically less busy here in Epcot. The pin store at Disney Springs is also a fantastic spot to go. So they do sell these little starter sets, but honestly, I don't love these or even recommend them simply just because they're not the best bang for your dollar. And then they do also sell these little like lanyards that you can buy, and they even have this really fun Figment one. Love this. I do actually really like the pins. I would buy one of these simply for the pins, but I think if you're wanting a lanyard, I would honestly recommend buying the lanyard separately.
If you're wanting to do something a little bit more advanced pin trading, they have started selling a lot of like these cool bags or even little straps that you can get for bags that you have that you can put pins on. It's kind of fun to watch people walk around the parks with these and just see all their different cool pins that you have collected. And they've got, like I said, they've got all different kinds. They've got little crossbodies. They've got some bags that are a little more masculine too. But I do really like these straps. I think these are a really cool, easy thing to grab if you want something that's not the lanyard, but you still want to display your pins as you walk around.
Let's say you have a pin that maybe you don't want to lose, or even maybe you don't want to trade. These locking backs are fantastic. Basically, it has like a little like Allen key that comes with it. So there's a little screw, that little black dot right there is a little screw. And then it comes with this little Allen key like you can see in this one. And then you basically just tighten that on the pin post. They do also happen to sell extra Mickey pin backs if you want any of those. In here, you will find mystery pins. So basically, when you open this, you'll get like one of 6 of these pins. Some mystery pin boxes, like this one here, most of these will come with 2 pins, and it will show you the different options that could potentially be in here, but you don't really know what you're gonna get, obviously, until you open it. That's kind of the fun part and addictive part. Emphasis on the addicting part with mystery pins, because you can see they have scads and scads of, oh, they have wish ones, what? Do I need these? Probs not. They also do happen to sell these types of like starter sets, even though they aren't technically called a starter set. I call them a starter set just because they come with so many different pins in a series. Let's check out some of the pricing and see what we can find. So these Moana pins are very cute. It comes with 5 pins for $39.99. They also have this set of 4. These are kind of, I don't love these, but if you do, these are $35. This set is honestly the one that I tend to gravitate to because you get 6 pins for $35. Whereas like with this set, you get 4 pins for the same price. So honestly, if you are wanting to just start with simply trading, this is currently at least, this is your best bang for your buck. So we're gonna pick these up because ironically, I ran out of pins that I'm going to trade. So I just like to buy these and then I just trade these out.
If you aren't necessarily looking to trade pins, you're just kind of wanting to collect pins, you're also going to find, of course, scads and scads and scads of awesome pins all throughout the parks. I absolutely do not recommend using these ones for trading because these are going to run you anywhere from like $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 all the way up to like $20 and sometimes $30 or $40 a pin, depending on what it is. These are kind of more your pins that you're going to buy to keep. The starter sets are the great ones to buy for trading because like dollar per pin is a lot less and not as much of a commitment.
A tip that you'll see a lot online, like on Facebook groups and online forums and things like that, is to purchase pins in bulk, either on Amazon or eBay. Honestly, I hate that tip and I wish people would stop saying that. The reason for that is because a lot of those pins are going to be fake. I will be honest, most of the pin boards that you'll find now are probably a good chance of it being fake. We're gonna kind of help you decipher when it is a fake pin versus a real pin, so more on that later. And that kind of brings up a great point of what, and piggybacking off of what Kayla said, is that you want your price per pin to be basically as low as possible, so that way if you do get taken advantage of for a fake pin, you're not out $20 a pin, you're maybe out like $5 or $6 a pin. Let's talk about the different varieties of Disney pins that you'll find. For the most part, any pin that you find that is on a white little backer card like this is going to be an open edition pin. Therefore, Disney for the most part is still actively producing these. With that in mind, these pins are not going to be as rare and therefore going to be a little bit cheaper. In this case, behind me, you will also find limited edition pins. You'll also find some exclusive pins. So like the one up here is a Disney Vacation Club exclusive. This one up here is a Disney Visa card member exclusive. So these are all going to be sets of maybe like 1,500, 2,000, whatever the number might be. Disney only produces a small quantity of those specific pins. We made our way over to Creation Shop, and this brings up a great pro tip. Be sure to look at all of the different gift shops at different resorts, different parks, even Disney Springs, look there too, because you never know what you might find. So some of the pins are specific to a park, specific to a resort, even specific to an attraction. Like for example, here they have all of the World Showcase pins, they have like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind pins, etc., etc. So be sure to look around because you never know what you might find. We're going to talk a little bit now about what makes a pin real versus fake. On a lot of the newer pins, you'll see this kind of like Mickey diamond pattern. It's might be a little bit hard to see on the video, but right below my finger, you'll see that it almost looks like little diamonds. That is a great way to spot a real pin on a newer pin. A general rule of thumb is most pins will kind of have this like Mickey pattern on the back of the pin. So you see here on this is a real pin. This is one of the ones that I just bought. You'll notice that the Mickey heads go all the way to the edge of the pin, and you don't really see a border or like a solid thick line around the edge of the pin. If you do happen to see an edge, that is probably a good indicator that it's fake. Also, be sure to like look at the front of the pin, look at the color of the enamel, look for like bubbles, scratches, different things like that. Those are just some general guidelines to really decipher if a pin is fake or real. I'm gonna do my best to try to find a fake pin on a pin board today so that I can show you the difference. Once you know what you're looking for, it does become pretty obvious that it's fake. Now that we've given you the full rundown on pin trading, let's head on into the Mexico Pavilion and see what pins we can find. most of the pin boards that you're going to be doing your pin trading on are kind of in the shape, we'll get a closer shot of, it's like a black Mickey head. In Epcot specifically, most of the pavilions will have a pin trading board. Be on the lookout for different pin boards. So I know at Ohana, at the Polynesian, they have like a little, at their check-in desk, it's like a little tiki god that they just like shove pins into. You'll oftentimes in the parking lot, like where the trams board, you'll find like a little cone. I know at Sunshine Seasons, they sometimes have like a banana. It looks like a traffic cone basically, but it's a banana, which is pretty funny. So be on the lookout for different pin boards. Also, sometimes you'll find little mystery pin boards where you like pick a number and you're like, I'm gonna trade for number 4. And that's what you end up with. It's just a fun take on pin trading. So I'm gonna trade my first pin. I'm gonna see if I can spot. I think I see a fake one. I'm gonna trade for this one. So what I'm looking at here is like the color looks a little off to me.
You can definitely tell on this one. So as soon as I turn it over, look at the back. See how you can see like barely any Mickey heads? Like there's no Mickey heads on the back. That's a really, really, really easy fake pin to tell.
You just need to tell me 3 Disney princess. No, not princesses, but princes. Who are
3
not human.
Who are not human?
Yeah.
3 Disney princes that are not human.
Yeah.
I know one. There's
my God.
Prince Naveen.
Oh, Prince Naveen, yeah, he's a frog.
Simba.
Oh, you're right.
Bambi.
The Prince of the Forest, very
Bambi.
good.
Oh, Bambi. Dang, that's hard. Those are hard. I didn't, yeah.
You found Nemo.
Oh,
We found
wow.
Nemo.
Yay.
You want to trade for this one?
Sure,
All right. You got something good for me?
I think so.
It is a cool one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
This is a good pin. This is like the Disney 100 pin. I'm excited. I don't have this pin.
That is like a...
This is a good pin. This is a newer pin. So we might have to keep this. This is in the Disney 100 collection. This might be a keeper. Well, that was fun. I went for the hard questions because I was like, if it's an easy question, I'm probably going to know it. I was stumped on all 3. Good thing Kayla came in clutch. But that's what I love about pin trading is sometimes the cast members will just make it really, really fun. Do you keep in mind that sometimes the pin boards will move locations? So I know a lot of times here in the Mexico Pavilion, the pin board will be at the Kid Cot location. There's not one there today. It happened to be inside La Tienda Encantada, basically the main gift shop outside of the marketplace. I forget what this is called. And in case you want a full tour of the Mexico Pavilion, we have done that. Go check that video out after this one. Okay, so we came outside with what I think is that fake pin. Just to get a little bit of a better light, you can clearly see that like the Mickey heads on the back of the pin are almost non-existent, as well as the font is very, very hard to read on the back. The colors are also very strange on this pin. That can a lot of times be a good indicator.
Well, and her, it's orange. The bun is orange.
Yeah, you can also tell, I think that is also supposed to be her bun that is in the orange. Another, on some older pins, you'll see these little, like, they call them hidden Mickey pins, where you'll see that little Mickey shape in the top corner of this specific pin. Make sure you look at the shape of that, because a lot of times if it's not like a clear Mickey shape, this one is actually pretty decent. Sometimes they're really hard to tell if it's fake or real, but kind of you just have to use your best judgment. At the end of the day, truly, if you don't care if it's real or fake, that's entirely up to you. Just know, like, it's all about having fun at the end of the day. So I'm going to end up trading this one away. I just wanted to show you an example of a fake pin. Would you like to pin trade? Would you like to pin trade? Do you like this pin? He doesn't like this pin because it's very clearly fake. We just stopped in the aquarium part of the Nemo what's it called?
and
The Seas with Nemo and Friends. There we go. I found an even better example of a fake pin. But what gave this away as a fake pin is on the back. So basically the shape of the Mickeys don't necessarily go all the way to the edge. So here you can really tell the difference. On the oval pin, this one right here, this is the fake pin. So you can see kind of here at the top where the Mickeys don't necessarily go all the way to the edge, where like this one in this hand, it does. That is usually a pretty good indicator that it's a fake pin.
Womp womp. Here in Sunshine Seasons, or the Land Pavilion, whatever you want to call it, they used to have a banana pin board. So it literally was about this tall, and it was like a banana, and it would have pins on it. It doesn't come out very often, and so we asked the cast member at the Land, or at Living with the Land, and they said that they actually just they stopped bringing it out like a week and a half ago. I guess it used to be like a sponsorship or something, and so since they don't have that sponsorship anymore, now they just do the regular black Mickey head, and I am sad. But that doesn't mean that all of the rare fun things are stopping, so keep your eyes peeled, because you never know, you may still find some of those more rare, more fun types of pin boards.
Well, another bust. I know sometimes they do have a pin board in here, they just don't seem to have it out right now at the moment, probably because it's a little busy in here. But you can come meet Figment in here. You can also buy pins and all that stuff in here as well. Don't diss on Figment. Come ride his ride, say hello. So I know we've had 2 busts of pin boards. If you happen to be coming to the park solely to pin trade, obviously put on your patient pants, because sometimes the pin boards will move, sometimes they just won't have them out if it's really busy. Probably like the Figment one, that's probably why that one wasn't out. If you are doing a bunch of pin trading, just continue on. There will be more pin boards, I promise. And like I said earlier, have fun with it. This is all about having fun. That's why you're here after all. Let us know in the comments if you want us to do more pin videos or more pin tips. I love pin trading. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do. It can get very expensive if you are like us and just keep all of the pins that you buy.
That's Pin Trading 101. We hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about this fun, unique Disney activity.
And keep in mind that this is essentially a almost free thing to do at Disney World. Obviously, you have to buy your initial starter kit or starter pins, whatever you want to purchase. It's pretty inexpensive, and once you find a pin that you really like, you can keep it, display it at home. It's a fun souvenir.
And remember, you can do pin trading at any of the parks, any of the resorts, Disney Springs, pretty much anywhere on Disney property. If you see a pin board, you can totally do pin trading. So make sure that those are in your park bag. And if you want to learn more about some other park bag essentials that we think are great to bring to the parks, go watch that video after this one. That's all we have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after.